I call the honourable member John Hayes. Order.
Mr Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to contribute this bill brought by my colleague Kanwaljit Singh Bakshi to our committee, and which he processed through the ballot system here in our Parliament. And the Select Committee was unanimous in its support for the bill, and the National Government supports this bill. The repeal of the bill supports the clean-up of legislation that is no longer necessary, thereby reducing bureaucracy and tidying up our books. And I think that that is a very good thing to be doing. We believe in better regulations and in less regulation because it's not required for the 21st century. What is required is a lean military system that is suited to our strategic view of the environment in which we're going to be finding ourselves in, or we think we're going to be finding ourselves in, over the next 20 or 30 years. We want to make our public service more innovative, more efficient, more effective, so that people in our communities can see a government that is running a very efficient administration. We don't want our legislation cluttered with this bill, and there are other bills of similar sort that also need to be taken out of the book. So I hope that when Kanwaljit Singh Bakshi completes this exercise, he will go back to our legislation and look for further bills to take the same action with. It is a very, very good idea. Mr Speaker, we need to... Mr Speaker, to the best of Defence Force's knowledge, I don't think that this bill, or they don't think this bill has been used in the last 30 years. It was specifically enacted to deal with extraordinary circumstances related to mobilisation in the First World War. It was seen necessary by successive governments, including 9 years of that opposition, to keep the legislation just in case a war occurred again and land need to be appropriated. But this bill addresses the broader issue, I think, of legislation, old legislation, clogging up the books, and I commend my colleague for bringing this bill to the House and pushing it through the system. Thank you, Mr Speaker.
I call the Honourable Mary Ann